My name is Laureen Höllge, and I'm in the class of 2017, and I cannot say a full sentence. Like, it's hard to say how was my semester abroad, because it was basically 3 portions. It was 2 months in Buenos Aires, which was the best time. It was 4 months in Chile and 1 month in Peru. Basically, like, I would get up, go for a tango class, go and learn Spanish, then go for a tango dance. It was a good life. I really like learning, and like learning languages and dancing, like that's just like learning skills all the time. It was so fulfilling. I miss tango. But it wasn't great. Like, it wasn't the time of my life, and it was just very, I would say real is just a good way to describe it. It's a camera that is older than I am, and my mom got it. My mom immigrated to Berlin, and they started this like business with electronics, and the first piece they sold was the camera that I have now. So it's a thing with a lot of history, and I just like the idea that I'm walking around and trying to capture only like one bit out of things with something that has such a long history. It can be usually just like one picture out of like the whole day or the whole like place I've been to. So it's like, so I have this thing that's called the box of things, and that's basically my life. So I throw all the pictures in it and all the things, and it just feels good. Like, it's kind of like, while I am moving forward with my life, which I feel like is happening in quite a fast rate, I like having this very physical box of things that kind of reminds me of the past. I was born in Berlin, where I lived the first 2 years of my life. My first memories are like my mom walking through a demonstration with me and like watching a punk person with a huge mohawk and being amazed by it. My parents moved to the north of the Czech Republic. The village that I think now has about 15 permanent residents, so it's really small. And that was amazing because I actually had the like countryside childhood. We would compete on who gets more potatoes from the field, and that was very kind of raw experience in some ways. And then only I moved to Prague. I was, I think, 5 or 6, and since then I stayed in one place. And I do call myself a Praguester now. Like, a lot of like, Prague is amazing. Prague is the weirdest places, like the weirdest place in the world, and it's called the most decadent city in the world. So I guess like you can imagine how that influences the way you grow up. Like, Prague, the part that I live in, is dirty. Everything is kind of gray. It's underground, at the same time poor, but like artists live there. There's graffiti everywhere. There's people drunk, high on the streets, like since the morning till the morning, and then coming here, everything just felt very too clean and too organized. I think I had to put away a lot of like values in terms of what it means for me to be home or to be in a city or space that I like, in order to be able to appreciate Singapore. I also spent a year in Nebraska when I was 16. It was an exchange program. I ended up again in a village, about like 300 people. It was fun. It was weird because I just came from that like intellectual space of Prague. I went to a high school of like Catholic kids who liked to talk about Van Gogh, and I thought about myself as an intellectual, which is kind of funny when you're 16 years old, right? But and like there I am in the fields, and they ask me to do like calf castration and deer hunting and things like these. I feel like I have had a lot of experiences that other people expect people to have at college before I even graduated from high school, so that was good.